All right, welcome to my lesson for 2.2, adding rational numbers. First thing we talked about yesterday, rational numbers are decimals and fractions, both positive and negative. So those are the types of numbers we're going to be working with today. But the good news is that to add rational numbers, you use the same rules as for signs that are integers. So when you have same signs, you add and keep the same sign. When you have different signs, you subtract and use the sign of the bigger number, then you'll be exact. So the rules that we use for integers, we're going to use those same rules for rational numbers, except now we're going to be working with some fractions and decimals along the way. So first problem you see here is negative 8/3 plus 5/6. Well, they have different signs, so I know I'm going to subtract, but first I have to find a common denominator. And the common denominator of 3 and 6 would, of course, be 6. So I change 3 times 2 is 6, and I have to do the same thing on the top. 8 times 2 is 16. And I just decided to take the negative with the top number because it makes it easier if you just put it with the top number. Now I have a common denominator, so now I'm working with the top numbers. Remember, because I said they have different signs, I need to subtract. So 16 minus 5 would be 11, and I'd use the sign with a bigger number, so that means I'd have a negative 11/6. That is an improper fraction, so I can simplify that to be negative 1 and 5/6 would be the answer to this problem right there. What I'd like you to do now is pause the video and answer each of these questions on your own, and then we'll check to see how you did on each of those. All right, to check your answers here, first you had to find the common denominator, which was 8. So that means I multiply by 2, multiply by 2. Then I have different signs here, so I had to subtract. 7 minus 2 is 5, but I used a sign with a bigger number, so my final answer should be negative 5/8. To make this one a little bit easier, because I already have common denominators, is I just rewrote this one as an improper fraction. So 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 more is 19. Then I have different signs, so I need to subtract. 20 minus 19 is 1, and I use the sign with a bigger number, so it would be positive 1/3. Okay, this one, 2, remember, is actually 2 over 1. And then the common denominator of 2 and 1 would, of course, be 2. So then I just had to multiply by 2 on top and bottom and get 4 over 2. And again, I have different signs, so I'm going to subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3, and I use the sign with a bigger number, so that's negative 3 over 2, which then can simplify to be negative 1 and 1/2. So that was rational numbers that are fractions, but we also have rational numbers that are decimals, but they follow the same rules. Same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract. Use the sign with a bigger number, then you'll be exact. So because these have different signs, I want to subtract. And of course, I want to subtract 7.62 minus 4.05. So then when I subtract those numbers, I get 3.57. And I use a sign with a bigger number, so my answer would be positive 3.57. Please pause the video and answer these questions on your own. To check those ones, those have different signs, so I have to subtract. And then I use a sign with a bigger number, so positive 2.8. These ones have same signs, so I add, and then I keep the same sign, so negative 12.45. These ones have different signs, so I need to subtract, and I want to do 2.75 minus 0.65. That gives me 2.1, but this one's more negative, so it would be negative 2.1. Next example is talking about evaluating expressions. So we're going to substitute the letters with the numbers and then follow the order of operations to solve from there. So first thing I did was replace x with 1/4, and then I replaced y with negative 3 over 2. Well, with the order of operations, first I had to multiply these two, but that meant that I could cross cancel the 2 and the 4, and then 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2, so I got 1/2. Well, then I keep negative 3 over 2. These have a common denominator, so I follow the rules. Same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract. So 3 minus 1 would be 2, but I used a sign with a bigger number, so it would be negative 2 over 2, which simplifies to just be negative 1. All right, next thing I want you to do is pause the video and answer these ones on your own. Remember, these are absolute value bars, so whatever answer you get in here, you need to find its distance from 0. All right, to check these ones, so this would be negative 5 over 2 plus 4 times 1/2. Well then 4 times a half actually gives me 2, but I want to put that 2 over 1 because I need to find a common denominator by multiplying by 2 on top and bottom. That gives me negative 5 over 2 plus 4 over 2. Well, these have different signs, so I need to subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1, and I use a sign of the bigger number, so my final answer would be negative 1 over 2. This one's a little bit easier. I substitute a half for A and negative 5 over 2 for B. These have different signs, so I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 1 is 4, and I use a sign of the bigger number, so negative 4 over 2, which simplifies to just be negative 2, but then the absolute value of negative 2 would give me my final answer of 2. Next is a real-life application. The table shows the changes in the value of a stock during 1 week. Find the stock's gain or loss for the week. Well, what I did to make this a little bit easier is first I looked for same signs, and I added 12.9 plus 5.02 plus 9.44, and then kept the same sign. Then I did 3.45 and 29.31, added those and kept the same sign. Then I have a negative plus a positive, so I have different signs, so I'm going to subtract those two numbers. When I subtract those two numbers, I get 4.6. This one's more negative, so I keep the negative sign with it. So basically what that means is the stock lost $4.60 for the week because my answer is negative. So to recap, addition of rational numbers is similar to addition of integers because they keep the same rules. Same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract, use a sign with a bigger number, then you'll be exact. And that is how we work with rational numbers as well, but of course rational numbers makes it a little bit trickier. So now if you get into your homework assignment, first question, we have different signs. We already have the common denominator, so different signs means I subtract. 11 minus 7 is 4, and it's positive because this one's the bigger number, but 4/12 of course can be reduced to 1/3 because I need my answers to be in simplest form. Next one again has common denominators, so I don't have to worry about that, and they also have same signs, so I actually get to add and keep the same sign. So that gives me 1 4/5 negative, and then that is in simplest form, so that's what I would enter into the answer spot. Thank you for watching.